Greetings from AG6IF. Jim here in Dayton. That's Nevada, not Ohio. Took about 20 feet off the loop just now, and we're going to see what it looks like. This is the last time we swept it. And I'm using aluminum wire, 14 gauge aluminum wire. It's about 850 feet or so. I haven't measured it lately. Trying to get 2 full waves on 160. What I'm looking for is for the SWR dip here to move up into 160, and all these dips are going to move up higher in frequency when I get it right. So I'm using an AIM 4170, one of these guys here, and this particular model goes up to 150 megahertz, but they make one that goes up to a gig. Restart later. I hate Windows. You know that already, though. All right, before this thing crashes on me, let's hit the rescan button and see what we ended up with. Here's our numbers, our resonance numbers, and I also wrote down the SWR dips for Greg. Greg, you asked me how much it moved, and so we're going to have a better idea this time. So here we go, rescan. Higher frequencies move more. You can see the shift happening. That's all right. Right there's 40 meters. So we're shifting the right direction. That's the first battle there. And I'm just scanning up to 20 meter band, everything else moving up band. And I know that's going to happen, so I'm more interested in the lower bands here. Get more resolution if I zoom in a little bit. Alright, so the resonance in the 20 meter band went actually up near the top of the band there. Okay, well, it's in the right direction. Everything's moving in the right direction. Let's see here. I looked at first of all, our min SWR was 189 at 1460. Last time it was at 1.62 at 14025. So that moved up about 500 kilohertz. But if we can get a pointer to stick on the let's see, it's kind of hard to do it with my finger, but that's pretty close. It's a little left of the sweep. Come over and look at this. 1.194. It was 1.2. Well, maybe let's try get a little closer here. Well, that's a little better. 1.278. It was 1.211, so it moved up 60. It moved up 60 kilohertz for 20 feet. 20 feet came off at 160, 60 kilohertz. So that's for you, Greg. And the higher frequencies, it moved up farther. Let's take a look at, let's see here, 3.75. We'll take a look there. See if I get the right picture. So there was 3.75. Now it's 3.9. So it moved up 150 kilohertz in the 80 meter band. 60 at 160. All right, and then if you come up even higher here, I think I did look at up in the 14. So it moved a long ways up here in the 14. So it went from I wrote down 14.04, and then it moved up to 14.4, so about 400 kilohertz up that way. So, all right, we're moving the right direction. So at 60 kilohertz for 20 feet, we're at 1 point. What did I say that was? 1.29. So say 1.3. I want to go up to 1.8. So I got to move up at least another 500 kilohertz. So that's 10. I don't know if I'm buying that. That would be, if it stays consistent, 60 kilohertz for 20 feet, that would be about 180 feet or something to come off there. Oh, let's see. Well, I guess I need to measure it. So I might be right. Whatever it is, it's going to be, and we're going to keep trimming this until we get that 160 sweet spot where we want it, and wherever the rest of them fall, one should fall in 80, one should fall in 40, and so on. Roughly speaking, on the band there. So it depends on a lot of things. It depends on the ground underneath the antenna, and so forth and so on. So anyway, we'll just keep slicing it until we get it where we want it. The other strategy is to go longer and then make this this nice little spot here. Where's my pencil at? If you make that spot move down here, and then we started out that way. I've taken quite a bit off. I've taken a couple 100 feet off already, and that one was not. It was kind of staying right where it is, I think, when it was too long. So I'd have to go back and look at some of the earlier videos, but you never know, right? You're going to make it shorter or longer. Everyone knows when you make the antenna shorter, it resonates higher, like a guitar string moving up the neck. But you never know in a loop, you never know, since it's multi-banded, whether you want this sweet spot here to move up or down. So it is possible to make a loop longer and make everything right, or shorter. You can do it either way, especially when you're working with 2 full wavelengths. So we're 4 full wavelengths on 80 meters, so adds a little complexity, but anyway, it's fun. Horizontal loop antenna. I'm using my Talented Ballon design, and it's a 2.5 to 1. And most people just grab a 4 to 1, and that works pretty good too. But the loop is about 112 ohms characteristic impedance. So 4 to 1 is a little hostile to that characteristic impedance. But as you can see on the green line, it's moving all over the place. But some scientists decided 112 was the number. So I guess if you take enough samples in there, that's probably what it comes out to be. So anyway, AG6IF here in Dayton. I hope to hear you on the air. Thanks for watching. 7-3.